world champion again.
Irrespective of what anybody else does.
And the only man who can stop him is Lorenzo, who, as you have just seen, is on the back of the grid.
Back left is Lorenzo. Valentino Rossi on the front. It's Fiat Yamaha stopping and tailing the grid. Gets start by Valentino Rossi. And a brilliant start from Loris Capirossi as he leaves the line. But Pedrosa's now got into his stride. Even in the wet, Pedrosa gets the drop. But Valentino Rossi is going to be late on the race. This is the first time they've actually braked on this surface in the wet this weekend, and Rossi's hung out to dry, and he's nowhere, and he's about 6th or 7th position as they cut into the left-hander. Everybody's teetering around there. Pedrosa leads, Capirossi, Elia, Stoner, and then behind Stoner, I reckon that's Nicky Hayden, and it is Nicky Hayden of Dovizioso, who had an abysmal qualifying. He started 11th, and he's now 6th already.
Melandri up to 8th. Dupugné's good in the wet. He's 7th. Where did he qualify? Dupugné qualified 8th, up a place. Espadero off the line. Well, where was Lorenzo in that? 11th. Lorenzo 11th.
There he is.
Right behind his teammate.
Right behind his teammate. Valentino Rossi's been spooked already. He went so wide into the first corner. Even the experience of Valentino Rossi, who has done, this is his 227th Grand Prix.
Watch Marco Melandri. He's behind the two Fiat Yamahas. He loves this sort of race. Lorenzo takes Rossi.
Look at this.
From the back of the grid.
We're not even looking at who's leading the race. We're already looking at the championship. Pedrosa leads it, and now up into 2nd place is Casey Stoner. This is a pinch point. This is a real difficult pinch point.
And Melandri inside Rossi in the left-hander.
Rossi is dropping like a stone. Goodness me. He's got to keep on these guys' tails. There's Lorenzo already coming through. Trying to get through past Nicky Hayden.
Oh, 4th of a week ago.
Stoner leads, Julian. Stoner leads at the front. He led in the cold of Phillip Island at home in Australia 7 days ago, and now in the underwater submarine conditions, it's not a yellow one, it's a red one that leads. Oh, there's Tony Elia. Capirossi left the door open. Elias goes through to 4.
Capirossi has never been anybody's idea of a wet weather rider, ever.
Now then, down the back straight for the first time. Stoner, hard on the brakes. Now this is the big stop. This is the big stop. They're going to be feeling those steel brakes. No carbon discs, of course. It's too cool for those kind of conditions. And through the tight hairpin they go. Let's keep those marshals on the side of the racetrack. Let's make sure that they do not... Mika Kallio is about to potentially pass Valentino Rossi as they come over the line.
And Stoner is ahead by a second from Danny Pedrosa.
Rossi is in 10th position, now up into 9th. He's managing to get past Marco Melandri, who tucks back in and through. Rossi is treading water.
Unbelievably, got off the line. He ran. All comes from running wide at turn 1. And Jorge Lorenzo, I don't know, think Lamont, think Magello. He makes what looks like a monumental fouler and then comes through with astonishing mental strength. There's Nicky Hayden in front of them, and Rossi gets back in front of Melandri. Marco goes straight back underneath him, getting the power down. Far reaching though. Dupugné on the floor.
Big crash for Dupugné. That's a big crash for Randy Dupugné. He's already broken his ankle. Oh, he's going to go out the front of this. Is going to be monster. Monster.
Messy crash.
Oh, that horrible crash for Randy Dupugné. That's an absolute egg beat to the crew. Look on in disbelief. Look at the disbelief of a lead for Casey Stoner. Are we on about lap 20, or have we got 20 to go? It's that kind of lead.
What? And Dovizioso, Big Donington. We know what he can do on a tricky track, don't we?
We know what Melandri can do on a tricky track. But likewise, Julian, we know what Valentino Rossi can do on a tricky track. He can walk on water, for crying out loud.
I think Donington 4 years ago, exactly.
But he's all at sea here today.
Whether they've got a setup in that thing that's assuming the track is going to dry out a bit, as opposed to a full-on wet weather, soggy, soft suspension and an easy ignition. Now, but look at Melandri inside Lorenzo. And Lorenzo goes straight back. Will Marco be in the right or the wrong place? Marco's the wrong place in the next one. Dovizioso is 3rd, Elias 4th. Randy Dupugné has crashed out of 5th, so Capirossi has been elevated. The Fiat Yamahas just dicing with Marco Melandri's Kawasaki. And Marco appears to be able to hold a tight line, get the power down nice and easily. Stoner's away by 4 seconds. Pedrosa's got 2 seconds on the Dovi Elias dice. Plenty of needle in that one, by the way.
6 for Hayden. Ross 7. Back through past Marco Melandri.
Doesn't let him cut through back on the inside this time.
Well, the scenario...
Melandri nearly tailgated Rossi there.
Very close indeed, but the scenario is, put the flag out now, the championship's Rossi's. Doesn't matter, you know, there's too little a difference in points between Lorenzo and Valentino.
Yes, exactly. Lorenzo's got to win it with Rossi, 5th for the championship to go down to Valencia. And there is the leader, stapling solitary progress from Casey Stoner.
How can they get the tyre choice at Donington so wrong and get it so right here? Look at that.
Yes, Nicky Hayden's in 6th place, right on the case of Loris Capirossi. He comes back to Danny Pedrosa in 2nd place.
Goodness me.